Good evening to one and all. Today, we are here to attend an experience sharing session on getting started with LinkedIn conducted by IEEE PES MBCC TSV. We have a very renowned resource person, Engineer Stacey Wilson, WIP Sub-Regional Representative of IEEE PES. On behalf of IEEE PES MBCC TSB, I welcome you, ma'am, and all the participants present. Engineer Steady Wilson is Assistant Engineer Trainee at Tata Consultancy Service. Being an electronics and communication engineer, graduate passionate about robotic technology and embedded system. She is focused to enhance her knowledge in her field of interest and continuously pushes her limited to learn more and grow more. Being an active IEEE volunteer, she has worked for various committees and organizing teams. She led many committees and teams for international events and conferences and have strong experience in managing the team, communicating with them and co-working. She is an impressive speaker who always tries to bring the best in others. With her excellent interpersonal and communication abilities and a wide range of technical skills, she is an absolute joy to any team. She is a National Service Scheme volunteer and deeply interested in doing social work. The mission of her life is to educate unprivileged children and spread awareness about STEM. She is also an IEEE Richard E. Merwin Scholar. It's my pleasure to introduce Miss Stacey Wilson before you. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Abia. So, good evening, everyone. So, it's my privilege to take a session for you on LinkedIn. So, Abia gave a vast introduction about myself. So, yes, I'm Stacey Wilson. Yes, and I'm currently active in IEEE and some other volunteering firms. And presently, I'm working in Tata Consultancy Services as assistant engineer. My technology is telecom, and I'm working for my client is Ericsson actually. So today I'm going to take a session on getting started with LinkedIn. So if you have attended any other session of mine, then you might be familiar about me telling many times that, the influence of LinkedIn to have a strong LinkedIn account and make connections to LinkedIn. So I don't know how many of you have LinkedIn account. So, during the session, please make use of the chat box because I want to make it interactive so that I get to know what is your experience or what is the things which you want to share. So that will keep the session very interactive and very fun. So I will share my PPT with you. So I will limit the session by 30 minutes, and rest of the time you can ask me questions, and I will, if I know the answer, yes, I will be really happy to answer your doubts. So I will share my screen with you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yes, about LinkedIn, you might be having account in many social media platforms, maybe Facebook, Insta, or XYZ, whatever it is. You might be very strong and very influential in that. So apart from all the social medias, there is a difference to LinkedIn. Okay, and LinkedIn basically it is a professional kind of social media because it is mainly intended for business purposes. Okay, so it is a platform which brings all the professionals together, okay, and help them to be productive and successful in their career. Okay, so I'll move to next slide. So the problem statement, like why you need or the current situations you might be facing. Most of you might be students in first, second, or third year of your engineering. So I want to ask you. I know that I know some of the participants in this session. So the question which I want to ask you is, are you getting enough professional visibility? Okay, you might be using any social media, maybe Facebook or whatever it is. I'm not naming any social media, but what I'm asking you is, as an engineer, or you might be having a different dream or ambition after your 4 years of BTech. Some of you might want to work in a firm, or some might be going to more core, like electrical or electronics background, and some of you they go for the creative side, maybe let's say photography or cinematography, anything. Okay, anything of your interest, you might be having your own passion, and most of you are ready to take that risk and go and chase your dreams, right? So I want to ask you is, are you getting that visibility, or how people know you? Okay, you might be you might be in a social circle of your own. Okay, and how people know you? Do they know you as an engineer, or do they know you as a photographer, or they should know you as, for your passion? So that is the main intensity, or that is the main agenda of being professionally visible. Okay, that is my first question. So second question is, how many professionals you know in the career or in the field of your interest? How many professionals you know? uh, Say I am interested in telecommunication. So I have to ask myself, how many professional people I know in that particular field, right? So that is the second question. And the third question is, are you able to convey entirely, your entire work through your resume? Okay, so resumes are actually, some people say you should limit it in 1 page, 2 page, and don't go beyond 2 page, right? So that is what all the placement cell and all the courses they ask us to do. So are you able to convey yourself, your accomplishments, your work, your internship, your awards, everything through that 1 or 2 page resume? Okay, so that is the another question. So I want to know your insight about the last question which I have asked, right? About writing a resume and conveying yourself through that resume. So if any one of you can unmute yourself and you can tell me, you can put some insight or your experience in these three questions, your insight on these three questions. So any one of you who is willing to answer, please come forward and do it. So let's make it interactive. Anyone? Hello? Um, do I have to pick from the audience? I mean, from the participants? Abia or Jarin, what is your opinion about these three questions? Am I audible actually? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Yeah. So, what is your
Yes, ma'am, you're
insight
audible.
about these three questions? The expressing yourself or your entire work through your resume, or how many professionals you are being connected. So, anyone who wishes to put some insight to these three questions, you can come forward and you can say something, your experience. No one? Okay, no problem. We will go to the next slide then. Okay. So better be, yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Yes, my name is Joseph, and like I do not have experience with giving like resume related experience. I do not have,
Yes.
but I have used uh, this social medias for this kind of reaching out to the professionals to learn from them, to the way they work, the way they their lifestyles and all. So I get to learn from them. Like that, I have tried to connect. Like I have tried to connect with people who have started businesses, and I learn from them.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
how I have tried.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you. So that
Joseph,
is, yeah, Joseph. Sorry.
thank you.
Yeah. Bye. So that is something which I wanted to share here. So that is the main problem which we are trying to focus through this. I will be conveying more about the solutions and how LinkedIn stands out from other social media. So on the right side, I have given one graph. Okay, so it shows how many people are using LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and everything. Okay, so Facebook, it is mainly used by 2 billion people. Okay, and in the 2 billion, 23 percentage and more, okay, 23%, 53 percentage more is above 35 years. Okay, sorry, below 35 years of age. Okay, so they stand below 35 years. And coming to Instagram, it actually uses, I mean, it is used by 1 billion people. Okay, and 59 percentage of this 1 billion people, they fall in the age group 18 and 29. And coming to Twitter, okay, Twitter is used by 271 million people, and 35 percentage of this 271 million people fall in the range of 18 and 29. And coming to LinkedIn, LinkedIn is used by a lot of senior people, okay, above the age of 35. And the entire purpose of this community is it can't be compared with Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. I'm not saying this because I'm taking a session on LinkedIn. I'm saying this, I'm a person who is active only on LinkedIn and not on Facebook, Insta, or Twitter. Okay, I don't have a Twitter account. I have a Instagram and Facebook account, but it is not that much active. Okay, so I mainly rely on LinkedIn. I daily check my LinkedIn account and I try to connect and with the people whom I want to, like, for the professional purposes. So I will tell you the reason why I'm using it and the benefits which I have experienced. Okay, so LinkedIn or any other digital profile, you can create a portfolio for yourself. You can create a website for yourself to showcase whatever you are doing. Okay, you can create something of your own from the trash to showcase your work, your accomplishments, your awards, your field of interest, whatever it is. You can create either a website for yourself, or you can make use of the shortcut, or you can say LinkedIn. Okay, so LinkedIn basically, as a it acts as a digital profile, and it showcases your work, accomplishment, professional standing in an effective and elaborate way. Okay, and I will tell you the difference between a portfolio, I mean your own website, and LinkedIn in the next slide. So basically, what any digital profile should do is to it should brand yourself it should brand yourself in a way which you want to. Okay, so first you need to think what is your expectation from any digital profile. Okay, if you are a content writer, then you can create, as I said, you can create a website for yourself. You can add your add all the contents in that, or you can go to Medium or post it like that. You can do. So different people have their own way of expressing, or their own um, you know most of you, some of you might be really technically advanced, or some of you might be having the skill to start your own website or something like that, but some of you might need some support, or some of you might need additional support other than showcasing yourself. Okay, so the difference between resume and LinkedIn. So basically, a resume as a student, it starts with your name, address, all those things, your education, your experience, your internship opportunities which you got, and the awards you got, the projects you did, skills, volunteering, area of interest, and maybe you can add some recommendation, someone you can, the point of contact, maybe your professor or anyone else, you can give that details in your resume. Okay, so coming to LinkedIn, what LinkedIn does is, it is a continuous, we can say a continuous digital profile. It tracks your activities in LinkedIn, and the most of the thing in LinkedIn is professional. Okay, it's not anything else, it's professionals. It's professional, even the courses they offer, everything is professional, and it tracks your activity, it showcases your educational qualifications, experience, the same thing. Okay, volunteering experience you can focus, and you can ask for endorsements, as the number of endorsements for your skills in LinkedIn increases, the number, amount of validity for your profile increases. Okay, and you can ask for recommendation from other people, maybe someone from your internship or work or college. You can ask for recommendation from those people. You can focus on your accomplishments, maybe awards like that. You can write about your license, your publications, okay, and your area of, your interests. Okay, maybe you might be interested in Microsoft, or you might be interested in like Stanford, or you might be interested in Princeton. So you can just follow them. So when people go through your profile, these are the details which they see. Okay, and another thing is, within this, in volunteering experience, if I am writing like I volunteered with this NGO for these many months, I can write detailed explanation or description for that specific entry, that this many months I have worked, this is the area which I worked. Maybe if I worked something on robotics, I can write, okay, this is where I use these technologies, and these were the skills which required. This is the impact I made on that particular experience. Okay, can you do the same thing on your resume? No, you can do the same thing on your website, right? Yes. And another advantage coming to LinkedIn is that jobs. Okay, so jobs, actually, it is one of the powerful tool of LinkedIn, because based on your profile, everything, and your interest, different jobs comes into your profile. I will show you where to look for jobs and how to apply for jobs. So jobs is one of the main advantages of LinkedIn, which no other social medias can give you, because it is very authentic. And firms like Qualcomm, they hire their employees from LinkedIn accounts. Okay, and coming to this volunteering and whatever stuff you wish to do, even then, in most of the forms, we ask for your social media profiles, your LinkedIn profiles, or your Facebook profiles. We ask for such URL, so that we can track, we know that, okay, this person is kind of technically interested person, he is active from this year to that year. Okay, so all these things can be, while seeing someone's profile, we come to know, yes, this person has some knowledge with him. So yes, that is the one advantage of LinkedIn. The second advantage is brand. So you might be aware about all this company brand and everything, right? So there is something called professional brand. That is the brand which you create for yourself. Okay, as a person, let's say I'm an engineer, okay, and I work in a telecom related project, and if I have a brand for myself, okay, in this many years I have to use my knowledge in 4G and 5G in order to bring something new, or in order to digitally integrate the technology of 5G with machine learning. Okay, so if I say this, yes, I'm creating a brand for myself. Or if in a general way, if I want to create a brand for myself, I would say that I want to use my technical knowledge in order to create, or in order to impact so and so technology, and use my this particular skill for this one. Okay, so that is me creating a brand for myself. So like that, you should also have a brand for yourself. I know it can be a bit difficult for you because you are in the early stage of your engineering degree, or some of you might be, when you reach your final year, you should, or before you attempt for your first interview for job, you should have that knowledge, what you want to achieve, what is your skills, and what are you going to do with that skills. So these are the questions which you need to question yourself and find a one perfect line, just one perfect line, which will define you as an engineer. So that is what brand is all about. So I have recognized my brand, and I am creating my digital profile in such a way that it meets my brand. It showcases my brand as an engineer. And fine, third point is network. Okay, network, and network. So most of you in the engineering colleges, you might be having a lot of friends from other colleges. You might be knowing some senior people. You might be knowing someone as entrepreneurs. Okay, and you might be having some dream companies. Of course, you might be having some dream jobs in your mind. Okay, so what you can do, is you go to LinkedIn, you search for that particular company, or search for someone who is studying in your dream college, or whatever it is. You connect with them, talk to them, introduce them in such a manner that you seek them for help, you ask them for help, you ask them your questions, and if your question is valid enough, they will surely answer you. Okay, and when I try to connect with people in LinkedIn, I go and check their profile. I check whether their profile is valid, and whether whether connecting with that person will give me a professional advantage. Okay, so basically they, as a person from an industry, or some senior engineer, or someone like that, basically when they see your request, first thing they go is they go and check your profile. So first thing you need to do is make your profile perfect enough that people will accept your request. Okay, you have to show people that your account is genuine. And imagine yourself going to some conference, international conference, and imagine that you don't have much friends in that conference, and all you have to think is to connect with the top notch people, someone from industry, someone from of your dream company or dream college. You found that person, you are talking to that person, but you want to create a long lasting communication or connection with that person. So what you can do is you can go and ask him for their LinkedIn profile, and you can connect with that person then and there itself. Okay, and send a message instantly that I am so and so, and I'm really happy to connect with you through LinkedIn. Okay, so if you do it, I said you that you have to ask then and there itself. It's just because if you do that, then they will accept it. The chances of acceptance is more. If you are not doing that, if you're doing this after 3 months or 4 months, then they might forget you. Okay, So that is all about network. And companies and employees, yes, you go and research about your dream company. You will find a lot of people working in that company. Connect with some senior people or anyone whom you think will help you. Okay. So you connect with those people, you can ask them for guidance. Okay, you can if you follow that, every company will be having their own page in LinkedIn, most of them have. So you follow that page and you will get all the latest updates about their recruitment and everything from that page itself. Okay. And industry news, so once you follow it, you will be, for example, take my case. I'm working for my account is Ericsson, so I followed Ericsson, and daily I'm getting what all are the things which they are doing, what all are the new innovations which they are doing, whatever they are putting any social media or in the LinkedIn itself, I'm getting that. Okay, I'm getting that resource. So it helps me to keep myself technically current as far as the profession, my profession is concerned. I think it is hand. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes. Just 1 minute. So this slide, yes, we have finished it. And how to start your LinkedIn? Yes. So first step is refer some profiles, some good profiles of people you might know who has a good profile. So first step is refer those profiles, and the second one is plan yours. Okay, so you check which one is good. Okay, which all informations you can add in each field, and which all sections you might require. So you can import that sections from LinkedIn itself, and you can add your informations there. So that is step 2. And step 3 is, create, connect, and explore. That is, once you create your LinkedIn profile, you add all the details that you know about yourself. Okay, and you put all those details, and then you explore, you connect with people, and you explore about the your company, or you I'm saying using the term company, but I know different people have different taste or different ambitions. So as per your goal, you connect with those peoples, and a lot of other advantages are there for LinkedIn, which I will share with you in the coming slide. So, if you want to explore different work related things, so you have work on the top right corner. So, you can go there and click it. So, you will see a lot of, you will see some drop down information which contains learning, insight, post a job, okay, advertise, find leads, groups. So, I think. 8 are there, right? So eight informations, or 8 tabs are there. Eight different sections are there in that. So first thing is learning will give you some video, some short time courses which you can get, like basics of Arduino, or Java programming, or Python. So those short term classes you can take in that, the learning section. And the second one is insights. So insights is actually talent insights. Okay, so the first thing which I want to share now is, yes, you are, when you join a company XYZ, you are not an employee. Yes, before, yes, they used to say you are an employee of so and so company, but now they don't use the term employee, they use resource, either resource or talent. So Stagey Wilson is a talent of Tata Consultancy Services, or resource of Tata Consultancy Services. So that is talent means. So if you have a startup of your own, and you want to hire some people, okay, and you want to check the real time data on some, uh, you know about the talent pools, okay, about the different peoples or different how many people are there in LinkedIn who has mastered artificial intelligence. Okay, so if you want to get such informations from LinkedIn, so Talent Insight is the place where you can go and check. It gives real time data on talent pool and companies around the world. Okay, which all talents they are using, how many people are there in their company who uses, who knows artificial intelligence. So you can get such insights from Talent Insight. Okay, so and if you are some HR or some senior person of your company and you have an opportunity, or you have a vacancy in your company, then you can post a job. Okay, you can call for people who are interested or who fits for your company. Okay, that is the third one. And advertise, if you want to give some advertisement about some short term classes, online classes which you are planning to give, then you can give, put it in advertise, you can do it as advertise. And the next one is find leads. If you want to connect with people, if you need any some guidance, okay, if you want to connect to people who are really great in some particular field, okay, and TCS have their own leads, okay, their own, their own leads in their profile. So we, if you join this find leads, then I think we need a premium account in order to access this some of these features. So it will help us to connect to those kind of people who has very uh, who gives this career guidance or something like that. Okay, so if you want to connect or join a particular group, then you can use this group as as a means to access them and join them. Profinder, as I said, uh, this LinkedIn approved leads are there, and LinkedIn approved coaches are there. Okay, some coaches for such technology, some coaches for branding, some coaches for, they have their own approved coaches. They check which all coaches have the maximum rating, which all courses are coaches, they have maximum clients. So based on this analysis, you can, you can check which field or in which sector you want more more guidance. So based on that, you can go and check for a profiler. Okay, so salary, it gives you the salary information of particular jobs, like maybe so these many companies offer this much salary for this particular job or in this particular domain. So all this analysis or of all these informations you want to see, then you can go to salary. So these are the basic things, and the best thing which you can use among this is the learning. If they have some short, I mean 23-minute or maybe maximum of 43 minutes video lessons, so you can go ahead and see those courses. You can take those courses, and LinkedIn certifications are also there. You can take their own test, and based on that test and the mark which you obtain, you will get the certificates, LinkedIn certificates. So basically when you do these courses and all those things, you are if you are applying for a job in through LinkedIn, all this course will be reflected. Okay, all this you might be having some see, as a job, as a person who posts for a job, okay, as an employer, when I open or when I see how many people have registered, okay, for my particular job post, then you, based on your score, the priority will come, the position will come. Okay, so that is basically one thing. Okay, and there are different strategies to to have that. And also if you are doing any courses in Coursera or any other learning platform, you can post that certificate in LinkedIn. Okay, you can put that information in the courses section. or the certification section in LinkedIn. So explore jobs. So this is your LinkedIn profile will look something like this. On the top side you will be having this home, my network, jobs, messaging, notifications, etc. You go and click on the job, so you can search for the job, you can search for the country, and different jobs will appear, and based on that you can apply. Based on your interest you can apply, and you can automatically take all the informations, because LinkedIn will act as your resume, and all the informations which you have written in your LinkedIn account will enter into the job site. Okay, the particular form which they are giving us to go for or apply for the job. Okay, so if you want to add a section in your LinkedIn. Okay, so there are different sections. So first is intro, then about is there, then featured is there, then background, educational background, work experience. So if you don't have any work experience, you don't have to put that section. Okay, when you go and work in a particular company, then you can import that section, and you can write about your experience, and the technology which you are working and the skills required for that. Okay, and some best practices. So these are some best practices I wrote from my own experience. So first is limit your connection request less than 20 per day, because don't send connection requests to people. Like, don't send it more than 20. I mean, per day keep the limit as 20. You have to send request only to people. I mean, the number of people or number of connections you are sending should be less than 20. Okay, don't exceed more than 20. If you exceed more than 20, then your account may get blocked. Okay, so that is one thing. The second thing is, if you're posting something in LinkedIn, first think how you want that post to be read, or how to think from the other person's perspective, like how they will take your message as. Like, if you want to showcase your technical side, then if, for example, you are taking a session or you took a seminar, okay, for some conference, or you did a research on a particular thing, then you have to write like, I included things like the introduction, the working, the future like add-ons which can be implemented in this particular project. So you can write all these things, okay, while you are putting a post. Then the next one is focus on the skills required on each entry. Like, in my experience, if I am adding that I'm working in Tata Consultancy Services as an assistant engineer, if you leave like that, then there won't be any difference between your LinkedIn and your resume. Okay, so what you can do is you fill the descriptive side. Okay, in that descriptive side you focus on the skills which you are using and things like that. Okay, and the technology which you are working. Okay, what are things you are handling in a day-to-day time. Okay, so you focus on all those things and update your LinkedIn profile in a timely manner. Don't leave it unattended for more than 2 to 3 months. Okay, and invite valid recommendation. Most of the mistake that students do is, when they come to, or when they meet someone new, the first thing they ask is for recommendation in LinkedIn. That is not a good practice. Okay, so first you mingle with that person. You work. If I'm working for PES Women in Power, then I shouldn't go and ask a recommendation from Women in Power or PES chair at the beginning. Before starting the work, I shouldn't ask. After doing the entire volunteering work and then asking the recommendation is considered as a most good approach. Okay, that is most valid and professional approach which you can seek for recommendation. And you can ask recommendation from your professors or your project mate, etc., etc. Okay, so if you want to check the range of your profile, okay, so if you go and check your, you type your name in Google and search what all things are appearing, okay, and maybe today or tomorrow or maybe in this week you start, you start a LinkedIn account, okay, and then after maybe or 6 or 7 months you again go to Google and type your name and search, okay, and you will come to know some difference, because uh, sometimes, the topmost companies, what they do is they go and search their, if I'm applying for my company or some other company, I'm applying, and they can go, some people will, some HRs will search for that employee's name in Google, okay, so all this information or your LinkedIn profile and everything should come at the first, okay, it should come at the first. So if it is coming at the first, then yes, you are in the right track, you are having a good visibility in front of the people or in front of the target audience which you want to convey, okay. So another best practice and another thing which a lot of people neglect is the link, the URL for LinkedIn. So in your LinkedIn page, okay, on the right hand side, there is an option called edit public profile and URL. So I will say why it is necessary. So uh, in my resume, I keep my LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn URL, I keep my GitHub URL. So these are the two links which I give, okay, for sure. I give it everywhere, even in some application forms I give these URLs. So which one is better, linkedin.com hash, xyz, some numericals, then some characters, so is it better, is that the one better, or linkedin.com/Stagey Wilson, my name for my profile? So I think the second one is way better, because it is easy for the person to type, it is more professional, and it is, it is very convenient. So you can go and customize your URL into your name with this option, okay. In this, you have to click here, okay, in the edit public profiles and URL, and then you have to go to edit your custom URL, and then you have to click there and you can customize it, okay. That is the another option which you have. So yes, that's the end of the session, guys, and if you want, I can show you my LinkedIn profile, or you can go to my LinkedIn profile, you can search by my name. Yes, I think you will be able to find it, okay, or else you can Google my name, the first option will be the LinkedIn. So I can show you my profile, but I think it is better that you go and search by your own and find it. So if you have any questions, then you can ask me. Okay, I can see a lot of questions.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And can I read out the questions?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
So, first question is by Mukund, and he has asked, "Ma'am, I'm a computer science engineering student and I have many certificates courses. Should link all my certificates?"
Yes. Hi, Mukund. Good question. So, if you ask me, I don't know whether you know how to upload your, about the certification question, part, the section of certificates and licenses in LinkedIn. So there is a section, you can import it from profile. So, and then you can write the name of the course, you can write which platform you used, that is Coursera, and then you can write about the mentor who were mentored you, and you can write the university name, okay, and then you can put the pic of your, or some link or pic or anything that relates to your certificate. One thing. The second thing you have to do is you can go for a post in LinkedIn saying that you completed this course in Coursera, and you can put the image of your certificate, and you can, you know I see a lot of certificates these days in LinkedIn showing that they completed course XYZ, but I won't say that is the correct method of posting something like that, because when you post about, when you post a certificate or course completion detail, you have to focus on what you learned from the course. Okay, maybe say you learned something based on machine learning. Okay, I'm just saying as an example, you learned about machine learning, and maybe you can go ahead, create your own project. Okay, and then you can say in your post that based on the knowledge I got from this course, I have done these things. Okay, these project based on that, and you can link this to your GitHub account. That is, you can copy the link of your GitHub account and you can put it in the post and post it. And trust me, that will have a greater impact than posting your certificate just like that, saying that yes, I completed this course. So I hope your question is answered, Mukund. So if you have any other doubt, then you can ask me.
Mukund has also asked, will my post still add to my certifications?
No, you have to do the post. You do the post separately, and you have to do the upload it in the certification part separately. But there is something called activity log in your LinkedIn. Okay, which can be seen by people outside. So when they go to go and check your activities, yes, they will see this post. Okay, that particular post of yours saying that you have done a project based on this certificate or this course which you have attended. Okay, and also you can uh, okay, why is your about written in second person, ma'am? Yes. Okay, so I'm getting one more question from Mokun saying that I saw your LinkedIn profile, ma'am. Why is your about written in second person? So I basically wrote it because I wanted to sound more professional. Okay, it's not necessary that you have to write it in second person. You can write it in very funny or very cool way. Okay, so that is one way. Every people have their own approaches or their own way of writing their summary. Okay, it's not necessary that you have to write it in second person. It's not necessary. Okay, you can write it in that, in some cool manner which you think will attract more people. So it is up to you. Okay, so I lack that creativity, or I lack that way of expressing things in cool way. So that is why I wrote it in second person. So any other questions?
Thank you, ma'am. Next question is, what is the most important thing to do on LinkedIn?
Most important thing, it is one thing which I think I missed out in the session, is when you put a picture, profile picture for this one, LinkedIn, go for your picture, don't put a group picture. Okay, so some professional picture of yours will be good. Okay, so another things which, if you ask me what all things which you have to do, first and foremost is that you have to it takes time and energy to maintain your LinkedIn account. Okay, it's not easy like any other social media, it's tough. Okay, you need to have that, you need to invest some time. One thing I will suggest you here is that, say you have done something. Okay, today you attended some course, or maybe you have done something, or you have learned about something today. Maybe you can write it, or else if you have volunteered for some particular event, then you can write it in your LinkedIn. You can post it. You have to go today itself and do it, because if you are not doing it today, you will forget. And if you forget, things will keep piling up, and we people, we forget things, right? So it's better that you update your profile in a time to time manner, or within 1 or 2 days you update it. Okay, so that is the best practice, one of the best practice which I can tell you. And the another thing which you can do is make your profile very professional and connected with professional people. Like, as I told you in the session, that connect it with those people with whom you think you will have more professional approach, or someone from your dream company, say. Okay, so that is something which I want to say. So my question, my answer, I don't know whether it is your doubt is resolved.
Thank you, ma'am. Next question is asked by Paul Sheets. He has asked two questions. First one, as a second year undergraduate student, what all should I add in my LinkedIn account?
Okay, so to that question, I would say, it's good that you are having a LinkedIn account in your second year. So, based, what LinkedIn account it did to me, as an engineer or as an engineering student. I think I also started in my second or third year, the LinkedIn. So you will get a lot of connection interest, okay, and based on those connection interest, or when you see different posts, you come to know, okay, these many people are doing these many things. Okay, so you will you will have an automatic desire in your heart that yes, maybe if I do something like that, it will be good for my career. Okay, so that is the one thing which you will have. And if you develop, or if you have that interest, then yes, of course, you will do a lot of things great, okay, in your career. So you use that interest, and you keep that interest, and you make your LinkedIn profile in such a way that you keep it simple. Don't add too much of details. Maybe in second or third year you might be doing some internship. Okay, so you put your internship details, you do some hobby projects, you upload the informations, or you post about your project. Okay, that is something you can do, you all can do that. So showcase your projects, then add your skills. Okay, go for endorsements, ask your professors or ask your friends or colleagues to endorse your skills. Okay, and if you know some professors who has a good standing with you in the college, okay, you ask them for some recommendation, or to give some recommendation in LinkedIn. Okay, so these are the things which you can do in your second year. Okay, and you can keep on keep a target, like maybe by next year I can do so and so, and I can improve my profile like this. So yes, it is a professional network, and improve your networks. You seek internship opportunities through your LinkedIn network, and you will see, just like jobs, you will see some internship opportunities also, on the job page itself. So go and explore that. So you might find some good companies there. At least you will get to know that these are the requirements. Okay, so that is the thing which I want to tell you.
Thank you, ma'am. This next question is, should we browse across the page of a company to find their employee needs and add some keywords to our accounts that connect their needs to us?
Uh, Basically, yeah, to some extent, you have answered your questions, answered your question within the question itself. So, yes, you have to go, and either you can go through the entire page, or you can go, from there, you can go to their official website, or you can Google about the company. Okay, or you can connect with some employees and find out what are the key technical skills that are required. Okay, and then you can develop your profile like that. Okay, that is one way. So basically you get to know your employer. Okay, like what they are trying to do, what are the recent innovations and technologies going on in that firm, and then you make your profile like that. And don't confine yourself just to, I want to get into Google, so I will create everything connected to Google. Take a general uh, approach and do it. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Sorry for interrupting. Participants, please fill the feedback form. Ma'am, next
Okay.
question is, what about LinkedIn Premium? Is it same as that of original, or will it boost us?
Okay, LinkedIn Premium, I will tell you what all things it will give you. Okay, so I'm not a premium member, but daily I get messages that these many people have viewed your profile. You have appeared in these many searches. Okay, these many companies have searched your profile. So if you want to see, if you want to understand who all checked your profile, which all companies checked your profile, then yes, LinkedIn. You can use LinkedIn Premium, and some of the courses or some of the some courses, you will get special editions of courses in LinkedIn Learning. Okay, so these are the some things or some benefits of using premium. And there is something called InMails for LinkedIn. Okay, InMail, what it does is you have to connect to some people. Okay, some people will be having premium account, it will be highly protected. If you don't have premium account and if you try to connect with those people, sometimes they will ask us to send InMail this thing. Okay, and it won't go. Okay, it won't be accepted, or it won't go. So uh, if you want to connect to such kind of people, and yes, you can use premium LinkedIn Premium account. But as far as a student is concerned, I think the premium account won't be that much useful, because we have a lot of platforms to take free courses. Coursera is also giving a lot of free courses. Udemy is giving a lot of free courses. So a lot of free courses are there which you can access. Okay, and since we have such vast platform, then why to go for, you have to pay for the job seeker basic premium account. You have to pay $19 per month. So being a student, I won't consider it as an option. Okay, I really won't, because I have other options to go for, some better options to go for. So yes, that will be my answer for that.
Thank you, ma'am. Next question is, do we always need to be active in LinkedIn for connections being accepted?
Not like that. I mean, being active in the sense that you should showcase yourself as a continuous learner, or as someone who is continuous. Okay, not like you do something today and then you do it after 1 year or 2 year. Don't do that. Okay, what I'm saying is, you do things, project yourself as a continuous learner, or uh, you know maybe appearing in someone's post, or you post your own accomplishments. So keep it like, at least in 3 months you do something, you post something. Okay, that is what being active in LinkedIn. It doesn't, see, if the person on the other end already know you, then they will accept. If they don't know you, you are going and trying to get connected by someone who is very high profile or top notch technical person, then what you have to do is, as I said, you have to keep your profile very professional, and you have, in your activity block, there should be something coming up. Okay, maybe which showcases your, see, I write content when I get free time. Okay, I write it in Medium, and when I write it in Medium and post it, same time I copy that content, or I copy that URL and post it in my LinkedIn post. Okay, so you can do things like that, so that people know that you are into technology, you are a continuous learner, you do this and that. So that is what I want to say there.
Thank you, ma'am. Next question is, can we get any help from LinkedIn for business purposes, for startups on mentorship and for teaching purposes?
um, Okay, so business purposes, yes, you can get help from LinkedIn. As I said, first thing, if you have a startup, first thing which you can do is, you go ahead and create a page for yourself. Okay, a LinkedIn page for yourself. First thing. Second thing, for business purposes, I think you can take premium, LinkedIn Premium. You can search, as I said, you can go for Talent Insight. That is one of the best tool which you can find through LinkedIn. Okay, so you make use of Talent Insight. You find, you see the statistics, you see the real time data about the talent pools. Okay, so that is something you can do if you are planning to hire someone. Okay, and if you want to find a mentor, okay, so you might be starting, say I'm starting a startup on crafts. Okay, I'm doing crafts and I started a startup. I can connect with people or entrepreneurs who are doing same kind of startup, and I can connect with them, or I can connect to someone very senior, okay, maybe a startup advisor, and I can ask him for mentorship. Because there is about startups and all those things, so you always need a mentor for support, right? So you can go and do all these things through LinkedIn, and you can showcase what your startup is doing, okay, through the post, through the news feeds or anything like that. You can go and do it in LinkedIn, and you can use all the business tools available in LinkedIn. So you can post for jobs, you can find best people from LinkedIn itself. As I said, if you go and check 10 to 12 profiles, okay, you will understand which is good, who all stands above average and who all stands below average. So if you seen a lot of profiles, then you will understand that some whether someone is technically active or inactive. So you can make it out from their LinkedIn post or LinkedIn account, the profile actually. So
Thank you, ma'am. Next question. How to make a connection to new people in LinkedIn? How can we choose the right?
it depends upon what you want to, whom you want to connect to, or what you want to achieve. So connection, yes, you can connect it with your friends, you can connect it with your family, no problem, it won't affect you. But as a professional, if you want to connect with you can connect with someone who is like, say, some people, young people, you can connect to. See, if I will tell you an example. Like, I want to go to a university. Okay, I want to do MS. Okay, and what I do is, I don't know how to write SOP, or I don't know what all things I have to take care, or how much the mark, how much mark I have to get in each sections of GRE or TOEFL. Okay, so if I want to know such details, some details, these details might be known to only those kind of people, someone who is already enrolled in that university, or someone who is a staff, maybe a professor in that university, right? So if I want to know this in-depth knowledge about the selection procedure, what I will do is, I will go and connect with newly enrolled students, like 2020 enrolled students of that university. Then I will send them that I aspire to join this university, I have taken this GRE or TOEFL, and these are my marks. Okay, so can you tell me that where all I have to improve, what all things I have to do in my SOP? I am active in such fields, so what to do? You can do like that. So it basically depends upon your need. Okay, that is the main thing. And as I said, you can connect with anyone if you want, no problem in that. But when you are connecting with professional people, then you choose appropriately. When you see, when you type or when you search for a university or a company, you will see the list of people working there. Okay, based on that, don't go for very high people, because you are still a student. You can go, no problem. But when you seek doubts, yes, I think you can ask to people who are newly joined to that company, or somewhere in between. Okay, maybe not that much experienced, or not that much fresher. Okay, so Mm, I will do like that, but it depends upon people to people, their approach, their mentality. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Next one is the last question that is asked by Rajesh Rana. He's asking, can I send my content of Quora that is made by me in LinkedIn?
Um, yeah, I don't know about doing that. I truly doesn't know. So, but I have seen people posting their content of Quora, or when they appear in the top answered people in Quora, they post it in LinkedIn. So yes, I have seen such post in LinkedIn. I am not sure whether we can put the content entirely same to same in the LinkedIn. Okay, so that is something which I don't know. So you can search about it, you can Google it, and I think you will be able to find, because I generally I won't put that kind of, copying thing. Not copying, I know it is your content, you wrote the same thing in Quora, but as I said, I write my work or my article in Medium, and I don't copy the same thing in my LinkedIn. Okay, I did it initially. My first article I did like that, but later I changed that method. What I started doing is I just copy the link to that profile, my Medium profile, or that particular article. I copy it and I paste it in my post. Okay, or I post it in my in anywhere in my profile. So I copy, I don't do the same thing two places. So that's something I do, but I'm not sure about the Quora being, putting the same content of Quora in LinkedIn.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was the end of interactive session. Now
So
we,
yeah,
yes, ma'am.
yeah, sorry, Abia. So I have seen someone has asked me about reviewing their LinkedIn profiles. Yes, I can review your profile. You can mail me, or you can contact me through my you can contact me through my you can mail me probably, or you can send me your profile URL through WhatsApp, no problem. But my WhatsApp, it will take time for me to reply or check it. Okay, sometimes I even miss the messages, so better you mail me. So I think I have given my mail ID in my presentation. I will put my mail ID again in my this thing chat box. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Mukund has posted his link in the comment box.
Yes, Abia, I have seen it. I will check it, and better you mail it, and we can make this conversation one to one. Okay. So I think that will be better.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now we have a virtual memento handover session. As a token of love from the MBC family, we present you with a virtual memento for your time and exemplary experience sharing session on LinkedIn.
So thank you, Abia. Thank you, Jarin. Thank you, IEEE SBMBC, for inviting me to take this session. So sorry for the inconvenience caused during the session. I mean, whenever I try to open Google Meet through my laptop, sometimes it gets hanged. So that is why I had to join it through my phone. So sorry for the inconvenience. So I hope I didn't take much time, or I didn't kill your time much. So thank you for listening patiently to my session. So yes, then thank you all the volunteers from IEEE SBMBC, and I hope the session was useful for all the participants. So take care and stay safe.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The session was very informative. Now we move on to the end of today's session. On behalf of IEEE, PES, MBC, SB, and the entire participants, I take this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks to our resource person, Engineer Stacey Wilson. We are really enlightened with your knowledge and experience sharing. Thank you so much for gracing your important work and sharing with us your findings and opinions today. At the outset, I thank all those who have directly and indirectly contributed to this session on LinkedIn organized by IEEE PES NBC. A special thanks to all the IEEE volunteers for their unflinching support and coordination. Last but not least, a heartfelt thanks to all the participants for your active participation. Once again, thanks to all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. So take care.